1. Naruto Boy is a radical action-adventure game developed by Studio Koba and Studio Team 17. Go back to the 80s. The creator, a genius of his time, created a video game console called Naruto 1, and its main title is the game Naruto Boy. Naruto Boy ends up becoming a tremendous success. The cartridges were depleted on shelves around the world. Within a few weeks, Naruto Boy has become the best-selling video game of all time, critically acclaimed thanks to the fantastic world where players wield Techno Sword and are taken on an unparalleled journey. Two. Harvest Moon: One World is an electronic adventure game. Life simulator developed by Natsume and Studio Rising Star Games. After the disappearance of the harvest goddess, the world is trapped without many harvests, like cabbage, tomatoes and carrots. However, before the harvest goddess disappeared from this world, she imbued harvest wisps with the knowledge of various seeds, thus ensuring that the various fruits and vegetables in the world were not lost forever. Using the power given to these harvest wisps, you will need to unlock several seeds as you progress through the game. 3. Sea of Solitude: The Director's Cut is an electronic adventure game developed by Jomai GmbH and Quantic Dream Studio. Venture into a beautiful and worrying world where nothing is as it seems, to face and overcome your fears. Travel with Kay by boat or on foot, navigate inhospitable landscapes, solve puzzles and face the monsters to help her find her inner peace and her Sea of Solitude. Experience a constantly evolving world reproduced in exuberant visuals and supported by a mesmerizing soundtrack, and bring out the inner strength that exists within us all. 4. Apex Legends is a free-to-play electronic game of the Battle Royale genre. Developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by Electronic Arts. A shooting game in which legendary characters with powerful abilities come together to fight for fame and fortune on the fringes of the frontier. Master a diverse cast of legends, team tactical gameplay and bold innovations that raise the bar for the Battle Royale experience. All within an inhospitable world where anything goes. This is the next generation of Battle Royale. 5. Bailon Wonderworld is an upcoming platform game developed by Arzest and Square Enix's subsidiary, Bailon Company, and published by Square Enix. Bailon Wonderworld is a wonderful action and platform game based on the Bailon Theater. Guided by the enigmatic conductor Bailon, the stars of the show, Emma and Leo, will use special skills from different costumes to explore the bizarre and imaginary world of wonders. Here, memories and visions of the real world mix with what is most important to each one. 12 different stories await our stars in the world of wonder, each with its own peculiarities. 6. Monster Hunter Rise is an action role-playing game developed and published by Capcom for the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch game, which is due for release on the PC in 2022, takes place in Kamura Village, a fictional place that recreates the atmosphere of feudal Japan. In fact, This setting is the theme of the entire game, also involving yokai, spirits of the country's folklore. Kamura is historically attacked by hordes of creatures, events known as Frenzy. During this festival of monstrosities that terrorize the village's civilization, hunters unite to defeat the whims and expel them back to their original surroundings.
Seven.
Bladed Fury is a classic 2D action game based on Chinese mythology developed by Next Studios and PM Studios. At the beginning of the Warring States period, Tian, an officer of Duke Kang of Qi, set a trap that killed the Duke and exiled Ji, the youngest princess, and put Shu, the oldest princess, under house arrest. This event established the Tian family as the ruler of Qi. Ji tried to seek justice but failed several times. During her journey she encountered ancient deities such as Hu Yi and Jin Wei, who helped her obtain the powers of the Soul Slivers, and eventually returned to the palace to finish what she had started. When the dust settled, Ji realized that this was the beginning of a new world.
Eight.
Tales from the Borderlands is an episodic video game of comedy and graphic adventure based on the Borderlands series, developed by Telltale Games. Explore the deadly planet Pandora in the shoes of Reese, an ambitious employee whose aspiration is to replace the infamous Handsome Jack at the helm of the Hyperion Corporation, and in the shoes of Fiona, a smart scammer who can solve almost everything on the basis of the conversation. When a suspicious deal goes awry, Reese and Fiona must reluctantly join together to pursue what is theirs. On the way, they will encounter malicious gangsters, cannibalistic thugs, and scary wild animals.
Nine.
Story of Seasons, pioneers of Olive Town adventure game. Farm simulation developed by Marvelous and Studio XSED Games. Inspired by the tales of his grandfather's pioneering days, the protagonist decides to pack up and leave the hustle and bustle of life in the big city across the border in Olive Town. When they arrive, they meet Victor, the mayor of the city and an old friend of his grandfather. He takes them to the old farm, which has been recovered by nature over the years. Determined to bring his grandfather's dream to life and follow in his footsteps, the protagonist rolls up his sleeves and sets to work.
Ten.
Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time is a game from the Crash Bandicoot game series, developed by Toys for Bob, and published by Activision. After his defeat at the hands of Crash Bandicoot in Crash Bandicoot Warped, Yuka tries to free himself and Doctors Neo Cortex and Nefarious Tropi from their past imprisonment. His last effort opens a hole in the fabric of space and time and makes him pass out. Cortex and Entropy quickly escape, abandoning Yuka, and discover that the gap they use connects their universe to the rest of the multiverse, and decide to use it to conquer all dimensions.